Hey class, Miss Jones here. Today we're going to be talking about dilations again, but this time we're going to be dilating figures on the coordinate plane. Okay, now just like yesterday, to dilate a figure on the coordinate plane, we are still multiplying by the scale factor. Okay, but this time what we're going to be multiplying is each one of the coordinates is going to be multiplying by the scale factor. Just like before, if the scale factor is bigger than 1, you're going to enlarge the figure or make it bigger. If the scale factor is less than 1, you are going to reduce the figure or make it smaller. Okay, so let's see exactly what that would look like. First, we have rectangle ABCD, and we want to dilate it by a scale factor of 2. Now what we're going to need to do first is we're going to start with the pre-image. Okay, that's the original shape, that's right there. And we are going to need each of the coordinate points. Okay, so we're going to start with, I'm going to just label these to make my life easier. Point A is at -2, 1. So I'm going to write that down. Point B is at +2, 1. Point C is at 2, -1. And point D is at -2, -1. Woo, a lot of 2's and 1's. We just wanted to make sure that each one is either positive or negative. Okay, now that my camera is not so blurry, those are easier to see. Now, in order to do a dilation with a scale factor of 2, I'm going to take every single one of these numbers and I'm going to be multiplying it by 2. Okay, so that means that whatever x is, I'm going to multiply it by 2. And whatever y is, I'm going to multiply it by 2. So that's our algebraic rule written out right there. Multiply by 2. Okay, let's do it. So a prime needs to be at, -2 times 2 would be -4. 2 times 1 is 2. So a prime will be at -4, 2. Okay, so b, we're going to again multiply by 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 1 times 2 is 2. And b prime is going to be located at 4, 2. C prime, again, just same thing, multiplying by a scale factor of 2. 2 times 2 is 4. -1 times 2 is -2. And D prime, -2 times 2 is -4. -1 times 2 is -2. There! You see how all I needed to do was multiply each of those numbers by the scale factor, and I have new coordinates. Now, all I need to do to put this on the coordinate plane is use these coordinates to graph my point. A prime is at -4, 2. So A prime is right there. B prime is at +4, 2, right there. There's B prime. C prime is at +4, -2. There's C prime. And D prime is at -4, -2. Now, if I go ahead and make the shape, there is my rectangle. And you'll notice that this new rectangle is twice as big as the original. Okay, we would call these two shapes similar. They're not congruent because they're different sizes, but they are proportional, which means that we call them similar. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing again, and this time we're going to be making it smaller with a scale factor of 2/3. Okay, So again, we're going to take our pre-image of triangle EFG, and we are going to write down our coordinates. Point E is currently at 3, 3. F is at 3, 9. And G is at 9, 3. Now I'm going to need to multiply each of these by 2/3. I'm going to be using my calculator to do this, and then we'll come back and check. So everybody pause the video, and we'll come right back. Go. Okay, hopefully you had some time to do that multiplication in your calculator. Let's check your answers. 3 times 2/3 is 2. 3 times 2/3 is 2. 3 times 2/3 is 2. 9 times 2/3 is 6. 9 times 2/3 is 6. And 3 times 2/3 is 2. Okay, so now that we've got the multiplication done, we can graph the new points on our graph. Okay, so point E prime is going to be at 2, 2, right there. There is E prime. F prime is going to be at 2, 6, right there. And G prime is going to be at 6, 2. Okay, we still have a triangle. That's why these are similar. It's the exact same shape, just a different size. Okay, we have made this triangle smaller because our scale factor was less than 1. So what algebraic rule did we use? Well, what we did is we took x and we multiplied it by 2/3. We also took y and we multiplied that by 2/3. And there we have it. We have now done a dilation on the coordinate plane. Now, what attributes of each figure did the dilation change, and what was the same? Looking at number 3. Well, when we look at the two triangles, they're the same shape. That didn't change. Dilation preserved the same shape, exactly the same triangle. In fact, each of these little angles right here are still exactly the same. The only thing different or changed is the size. Okay, we made it smaller. Or the first rectangle, we made it bigger. So, we are going to record the ratios right here. What do we notice about the ratios of A prime, B prime? Okay. So, let's see here. Side AB was 2 blocks. Okay. Side AB was 2 blocks. Side AB prime was 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. And this makes sense because we dilated the figure by 2, so it got twice as big. Now we're going to do this for the other sides. Okay, so how BC, the original was 2 blocks, and BC prime was 4 blocks. Interesting. Okay. Now we're going to look at side CD. We're kind of exploring what's happening here. Side CD, right here, from point C to point D, is 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks long. And C prime to D prime is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks long. Now, what we're supposed to be noticing as we look at the original side lengths compared to the new side lengths is that if you reduce each of these fractions you will get the scale factor of 2. Voila! So, just like before, when finding a dilation, all you have to do is find the ratio. Oh, come on, camera. Get blurry. There we go. Okay, so the ratio is the new over the original, or the image divided by the pre-image. It's the same formula, just using different vocabulary words. Okay, so if we look at number 5, and we have triangle ABC and triangle ABC prime, we need to find the scale factor. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to decide which of these triangles is new and which one is the original. Now, because triangle ABC is that one, this is the original. This is the pre-image. Okay, so this number is going to go in the denominator, and triangle ABC prime is the new shape or the image. Okay, so as we're creating our formula, we need to put the new shape in the numerator and the original shape in the denominator. I'm color coding my notes on purpose so I don't forget the order that these are supposed to go in. Now all I need to do to find my ratio is count how long this side is from A to C. Now I'm choosing A to C instead of one of these slanties because I can't count slightways. I have to count straight. Okay, so let's go ahead and count. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The new shape is 8 boxes. The original shape, my guess is that is 16. Let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16! Yay! The ratio of the new shape to the old shape is 8 to 16. For those of you who just really want to reduce your fractions, that is 1/2. Well done! The rule, since we're going to be taking the original times the scale factor, that means we are multiplying x by 1/2. We are also multiplying y by 1/2 to get that shape. All right, well, if we're asked to find the scale factor, but there's no drawings, like on number 6, how do we do this? Well, honestly, this is even easier because I don't have to count boxes. All I have to do is look at these numbers. I can take the new shape, okay? Remember, the new shape goes first, the green. This is the new shape, that's the image. The original is the pre-image. And we're just going to create a ratio or a fraction. Okay, so let's take any of these numbers we want to. I'm just going to take this one right here. We're going to put it in the numerator. And we're going to match it up to the corresponding or matching number in the pre-image. And we can create a ratio. Notice they are both negatives. A negative divided by a negative will be a positive. So this, if I were to reduce this fraction, is 3/4. The scale factor is 3/4, which means the rule would be 3/4 times the x value and 3/4 times the y value. Excellent, you're doing great. Now I want you guys to try number 7. Go ahead and pause the video and we'll check your answer. Go! Okay, using the sides RT prime is 5, RT is 2, so your scale factor is 5/2. And this would be your rule. Alright guys, your job is to do the rest of the notes and the assignment. Remember to get them checked and have a wonderful day.